house large groups of people, so that they would have a place where they've stockpiled water and batteries and all of the things that may be necessary. But public sector is usually responsible for the shelters. Is that the only question? Any other questions?
Cuando en Florida reactivaron la parte promoción, también fue inyección estatal, pero destinada, ¿de qué manera? The money that the government takes to the Florida for stand up the people and stand up before the crisis. How the money takes in the place, or for who?
Okay, so there are multiple levels of money that's set aside for crisis. At the most local level, the municipality, they have a 9-body team responsible for tourism, and that money then is overseen by that 9-person body. That body is made up of 3 different teams, 3 elected officials, 3 hoteliers or lodging sector representatives, and 3 citizens who are involved with the tourism industry. Those 3 citizens, I've been on mine locally for 10 years, so I fill an academic role, but my other counterparts have been attraction owners, they've been nonprofit, they've been, you know, we've had others that are interested just because they run small canoe outfitters or small, you know, they're involved in nature-based tourism. So they represent multiple different constituents within the community as well. So that they make the decision on how to spend it at the local level. At the state level or the regional level, they also have 2 pots of money for crisis. They have money that's set aside through what we call the State Tourism Organization pot of money. That money is collected through a tax on rental cars, and as well as memberships to be part of the organization. So every year in their budget, they set aside their rainy day fund, and that fund, in conjunction with money from the governor's office, come together to fund this, and they have a board of directors that make the decision on how to spend the money. 90% of the time at the region or the state, that is spent on advertising and promotions. It's not spent on infrastructure. Other monies come through our federal organizations like FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Association. That money then goes to infrastructural changes from the national level, and then it funnels down to the local. So there are lots of different prongs of responses, but for tourism specifically, those 2 at the regional level and the local level are extra pots of money. And always overseen by a collective public-private board of people that represent the tourism industry. So private sector's at the table, public sector's at the table, and it collectively decides.